Okay, back with some Isaac. I am Luke Celeste and Otero. We're just gonna be here and do this. Like always. Hey, at least this time you can free your mind from Celeste. Right?
That's true, but it's not like this is a better alternative
To what, fighting games?
to Celeste.
No. How is this not better than Celeste?
This game is hideous, for one. And two, I'm not a fan of it.
Well, perhaps if you play it at some point.
I have played it. You let me play it, and I don't like it.
Well, I know you don't like any new challenge in it, so. We all know that you don't play hard games, alright? It's fine. But I, for one, take pride, I guess, in playing hard games, so there's that. What are we doing anyway? Over there.
Killing time until this is over.
Well, kill time by talking then. About anything. What, nothing?
That's the other reason I don't want to do this game, because one, you know more about it than I do.
Yes.
Two, I can't think of anything interesting to talk about when it comes to this
As if I could.
god-awful mess.
As if I could with Celeste in that last video.
Please.
In the same boat that I was of like playing this shit. And the same boat of watching the gameplay but not having anything to say about it. Difference is I can play this game with some competency level, you know.
Primarily because this is your favorite game ever.
Yeah, so what it is. Well, I mean, like, do you have anything else that you would rather do?
I think I've already stated that. Pretty much any other fighting game.
We can save that for later today.
What do you mean later today? We don't have much later.
We have plenty of time. More than enough time. Besides, I don't think anything else is like a much better video. It's just your personal bias getting in the way of everything else. See, the thing is about, you know, doing a commentary or something like that would be like, if you can't think of something about the game itself, and give me some sort of anecdote to talk about.
Alright, fine. Did you end up watching Max's netcode video for SF5?
I did. Did you watch it?
I did, most of it.
Most of it. And what are your thoughts on the video and the situation of G-Price netcode?
I mean, it's Japan still being Japan. Apparently, the Capcom fighting game division is the only one that doesn't listen to its fans. Not that they have very many left, let's be real. They keep running them all off with god-awful netcode.
It's not just netcode, but it's mostly netcode.
Yeah, but it's mostly netcode. The other bit being, well, what would the other bit be?
Oh, the games themselves and how they are handled. Like with Street 5's launch, for instance.
That's true.
There's no content to speak of and things like that. But I think with bad netcode can still be beloved, like a Tekken, for
That's
instance.
true. But
So-
everything else about Tekken is freaking phenomenal, though.
Yeah, so it's that along with every other thing I did wrong to make it awful.
No, I mean, Five's not bad. It's just
Well, I mean, like
mediocre.
awful in terms of like reception. And
Yeah,
everything.
okay, yeah, fair enough.
But I do hope that Arxis eventually, or with Granblue, wherever does roll back netcode
They won't.
to appease the rollback gods.
They won't. They never will. It's Japan. They don't know what rollback netcode is. Well, yeah, they don't know what rollback netcode is.
They don't acknowledge it. Stuck in their ways.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of things that I can't speak on because I know about that too well, but looking forward to Granblue actually.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to that more than I would Strive.
Oh,
After finally playing Guilty Gear.
for 5 minutes.
Yes, for 5 minutes, and I don't like it.
It's kind of time.
It's plenty of time.
I didn't even play a person yet, or even on a CPU, for instance. But whether Strive is different anyway, people are probably like weird about that situation too.
Yeah, because it's gonna be the whole. It's easier for more casual people.
Yeah. I mean, no one plays it because netcode is going to be like bad.
Yeah. Well, let's rephrase that. No one that's not in Japan is gonna play it.
There's a very small few who really like Guilty Gear. Not small few, but like who like Guilty Gear over here. Okay.
I feel Guilty Gear would be, bigger over here if, netcode was better. But, whatever.
I don't think that's just the case for Guilty Gear's situation.
It's not, but it's a very big factor. The other thing is just it being, weeby anime game.
It's not bad as like Aquapaza or something like that.
Oh no. That is just weeb.
Aquapaza,
Arcana Heart,
Fighting Climax, yeah, Arcana Heart.
Nitro Blasters. Jesus.
Glorious games. There was one more,
The bottom of the barrel of fighting game depravity.
Fucking Kohime.
Ugh. That was a thing.
It was. Is BB Tag there already, or is it getting there? It kind of is.
It kinda is, yeah, but BB Tag is good though. Or at least it takes the good weeby fighting games and, blends them all into one.
We should play P4 Arena at some point,
We should.
so you can hit that game too. So you can hit that game too. Alright, now liking Persona in general.
I don't like Persona in general, but I did play that game and I liked it. Well, mostly.
I'm surprised.
Why? I don't have to deal with any of the normal Persona-isms in that game.
Persona isms?
No.
Like what?
It being an JRPG that I have to play. This is a fighting game. Just characters doing whatever it is that they do in fighting game format.
sure when you start playing, you're gonna hate everything about it all over again.
Of course, since I'm going to be fighting you.
It's not my fault. It's never my fault.
It's always your fault.
Just do better. So you're playing Granblue with Gangsta Versus anyway.
What do you think?
Then Charlotta.
No. You're going to play Charlotta. I'm going to stay far away from that thing.
Really?
Yes. I'll play, what's his name? Ladiva, I think it is.
Really?
Yes, really. What do you mean, really? You make it sound like that wasn't obvious.
I don't know. Mika, Batista.
Only in tag.
Mika and Unist.
I play Katsuki in Unist.
No, you don't.
Yes,
He played Mika.
No, I don't. Our last session of that proves it.
I don't think Chesto by itself makes me a Akatsuki player.
Okay, look. I did plenty more than Chesto.
I forget. Check the tapes later on and see how that worked out. But yeah, that game has the what's it? The moves on cooldown now, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Like Rising Thunder used to be, or was like stopped, canceled, or whatever.
I have no clue.
There's also the Riot fighting game coming out too, whatever that is.
The what?
The Riot fighting game, made by a company that's
made Fight of the Gods, the meme fighting game.
Not that one. I think it was. It's called Riot Games. The company was making it, I think.
Oh, you mean the League of Legends
fighting
ones?
game, yes, Riot / League of Legends fighting game.
League of Legends is all they do.
Right,
and that's still all they do. It's just now they're actually branching out into other game types.
But yeah, I doubt you playing whoever that guy is again. What was his name?
Ladiva.
Because I feel like you're gonna pick him up, not like how the moves work, and then go to someone else.
I mean, that's very possible. But I'm not gonna play Charlotta. I'll try the oh shoot. I'll try the
fairy or something.
Fairy.
Well, the armpits. Everyone loves.
What?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
That girl with the whip thing and the creatures?
Oh, fairy.
Fairy.
Okay.
Which I said.
I thought you meant fairy as in like
an actual fairy.
An actual fairy, yeah. But no. No, I probably it depends, I don't know. Who else is there? I think it's a DLC character that they're planning on putting in, but the big titty dragon girl with the Sephiroth sword.
Figures.
Jita, I think it is, or however you pronounce that.
Yeah, that figures. Have you seen the 5 games of the decade tier list or one pop up somewhere before?
I have not.
Did Max do one of those?
He did. He did one based on like personal bias, like so his his favorite fighting games of the decade, but not necessarily a top 10 de facto best fighting games of the decade. No,
It's subjective anyway. Although I'm sure if I had to put one out in that sense, it'll be, gospel of a lot of people because he's the fighting game Jesus.
pretty much.
But I popped into Flo's stream before, and he was just happening to be doing that. Put like MVCI and cross-second in S tier. That was surprising. I didn't know people liked it, cross-second. Did you?
Cross-Tekken.
Yeah.
Street Fighter Cross-Tekken?
Yes, that one. What else would it be?
I mean, people liked it. It was just that it had really shitty DLC practices.
I don't recall, like, people like the game itself. That's just me. Like, is it still being played anywhere?
Please. How long ago did that game come out? Like 7 years? Nah.
But Melee, though.
Melee is an aberration.
As if old games can't still be played these days.
They can, but you're not gonna find them anywhere. Like, you're not gonna be found often.
But like, I was just thinking surely it exists somewhere. But fine. The good old days of cross-second back in the Onyx Lab.
Oh, jeez. I mean, the game was fun when we played it.
Yeah. So it's fighting is magic, but that all changed too, didn't it? I hate fighting herds.
Yeah. That is very true. I do not like fighting herds.
I can't believe you betrayed me like this.
Oh, stop. Primary reason is I don't like fighting herds is once again because of you.
Are you sure about that one?
Yes. Absolutely positive.
Hopefully someday you play someone else that's not me.
When this game finally releases, probably.
It's out.
You know what I mean. And it's not in alpha or beta or whatever the hell it is.
You just go and fight people online when there's people there.
I was about to say, there's never people online.
Yeah, you're exaggerating. So just a bit.
You're correct. There's almost never anybody online.
There you go. That's what Discords were, though, anyway. Discord servers and just ask people to go play some games. As if you do that, though.
I perma-lurk.
Sure. So much so that if I put something in the general server, you probably wouldn't respond. Why is that?
Why?
The permanent thing.
Just don't have anything to say. Usually. Or in a timely manner.
That doesn't matter really, but timely fashions doesn't matter. Because no one is going to do anything about it anyway.
Telepills.
Let's see. Why you put all the stuff in the 3-way chat and on the main server as fighting related.
Primarily because I know you two care about it, but whereas in like the actual server, no one's gonna say shit.
Yeah. Let's see what else. How's Dragon Ball coming along for you?
Still in the same place I told you last time. I have one Gohan combo that I've never landed. And, that's it.
The Hierophant.
And you're gonna continue on with 16 Yamcha and Tohan, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she'll actually get to see it. If, you know, we ever finish playing this.
It's only been 18 minutes.
It's been more than long enough.
Just stop being salty for once in your life.
I'm not always salty, I'm just salty around you.
That's all the time.
Exactly.
Whenever I bother you on Discord, it's always the same story. Until I post something you actually enjoy.
Which is how rare.
Rarer than shiny Pokemon, probably.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it forever, actually. I enjoy shiny hunting, but I don't do it often. I've been playing any Pokemon games in forever, though, so there's that. You have Sword and Shield, don't you?
Yeah, I have Shield.
Yeah, same difference. And how's it coming along for you?
I haven't played it in a minute, but I am currently... I have 3 badges right now, and I'm working on trying to get to the city for the 4th. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
The plot is the same, isn't it? The plot is the same story, pretty much, as it's been for years.
It's the same as Sun and Moon's plot was. Well, in the same format, in the sense that, like, you don't really technically have an evil team this generation. I mean, you have Team Yell, but they're just, you know, really ornery fans rather than actual threat to anything or anyone.
Ornery fans of what?
Marnie.
Wait, what now?
Yeah, they are super fans of one girl that is participating in the League Challenge, and you and everyone else just has to fucking deal with them because they have such a boner for Marnie.
I know who that is.
Oh, you've seen her.
I'm pretty sure I have. I just don't know the name. Or I put the face with the name.
It's like the girl with the black hair, the black spiky hair, the black like coat, and the pink dress or whatever.
Yeah.
Has that Pikachu clone that follows her around.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, that's this region's Pikachu.
Best or worst one?
I mean, neither, honestly.
The best one is Pachirisu, definitely. Best clone.
Yeah. Yeah, Pachirisu's nice. It's cute. I've used it before. It's fun. The worst one, I would say, is Emolga, because I freaking hate that thing.
I disagree. Is it the Dene?
What?
It's the Dene, or no,
Oh.
or the other one, the steel one. Which one was that again?
Oh,
Togedemaru.
Yeah, Togedemaru. That thing, man. Honestly, the Dene and Togedemaru are just really forgettable in my book. But yeah, like, without the bias, it's one of those two are definitely the worst, but because I am biased and I hate things, it's Emolga.
It's because of that one gym leader that used like 2 of them or something.
Yeah. Fucking Elisa, or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
God, she was the worst.
He was great. Great gym leader. I mean, there was her and there was Skyla. Who else was there in that generation?
In terms of gym leaders.
Yeah.
Iris and Drayden. Because, you know, 2 different gym leaders per version for the last gym. There was Chili, Silent, and Cress, the worst gym leaders ever. with an interesting gimmick though, so Lenora,
Yeah.
who was just kind of like
She
New
good.
Age Whitney.
She exists.
And then
It was
that
Clay.
was Clay. Yeah,
Yes.
the ground type trainer.
Just VLC theme.
Mm-hmm.
.mp3.
What? Berg.
Who?
He's the
Oh, the ice one?
no, he's the
Yeah.
bug gym leader.
Right.
He's
Castelia
the
City.
third one, yeah.
Castelia City, the biggest city.
New York, essentially.
Yes. You say Berg, but I get that. I think of the other girl with the camera, bug type leader from Gen 6.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, bro. Going back to how I said those Pikachu clones are forgettable, Gen 6 is just forgettable also, honestly. Well, at least in terms of, like, who was where and did what. Like, I remember Corina, because she had a big part in the anime for being, you know, the fighting type gym leader and having Lucario and teaching Ash Mega Evolution.
Yeah. She's bot gym leader.
And I know there was an ice type gym leader as the last one.
The last one?
Yes, the last one.
Probably was the 7th one in that one. If I forget.
No.
I know in the game he was just there, sort of.
Yeah.
He
He
just
didn't do anything.
He just went there and got the badge, and that was it.
That can be said for honestly pretty much all of like the gym leaders in that region. Outside of Karina and like maybe the bug type one, but that's primarily because she's the first one and she kind of teaches you shit.
There was the grass one. That was the old man.
Oh, jeez, damn.
Yeah.
There was like the rock one for who for some reason was not the first gym leader, but it was like the third or something.
Who?
I don't know what his name was.
What does it look like?
He had rocks. He had gems in his hair. It's a black dude.
Oh my, yeah, that guy. Wow. Yeah. Like that one, the one person from Sun and Moon, but a male.
What?
It's like that one chick from Sun and Moon that uses the
Hierophant.
rock type, right?
Oh, Olivia?
Olivia, that's right.
Yeah, the Elite Four person for some reason. But of all the types to put in the Elite Four, rock, come on. But it's not like that Elite Four is particularly challenging in the first place.
None of the games really are, unless you're doing Nuzlocke's format.
Or playing the old ones.
Yeah. Going. You did Nuzlocke before? Or try one?
I've tried. It hurt me. I can't do it. Not even because it's like particularly difficult. I just don't want to lose some of the shit that I get. Because the first Nuzlocke I did was in Pokemon White, and I had a Lillipup that had just come in clutch for so many things, and like he died when we were out training. He's like, "Oh no, I can't do this. I refuse. I can't let him go." And that's where my Nuzlocke ended.
Okay. I'm gonna try doing before, just because I don't want to do the self-imposed rule thing. Just that simple. But I'm sure it's good fun to watch along with a Nuzlocke or something like that, you know? Self-imposed challenges, well, other than like taking difficulty on something is it's like in Kingdom Hearts, say 3D, like one would be don't use balloon because the game would be too easy then, or something like that. It's like fuck it, I'm just gonna use balloon. I don't want to not use balloon. Yeah. You still hate Sword and Shield right now, or what?
Well, people's hate has been renewed. I'll put it like that.
What happened this time?
There was a direct that came out like Thursday, and it essentially went over the new DLC deals, well, the expansion packs that Sword and Shield are gonna get. So you have like 2 new regions, a whole bunch new like Galarian form stuff, all the legendaries are coming back. It's a bunch of stuff, but people aren't a fan of it because you have to pay for it, question mark. It's something weird and something dumb. Just like, you know, the whole National Dex deal was. So I imagine that it's gonna be fine. People are still gonna, you know, go out and buy it. Game Freak's not gonna lose anything out of it. And it's just people being butthurt about nothing. So, you know.
Typical fare.
Yeah, typical fare.
I really should go and look at something regarding Sword and Shield, because now there's a Pokemon that come up that I don't know the names of or see them, and like, what is that exactly?
Right.
I need to get up to date again so I don't get lost in the, like, in that Gen 1er mentality, I guess.
Jesus Christ, the Gen 1 mentality.
As if that wouldn't happen, but you know. I want to know what these new freaky bonds are. And also, there's art to be seen of them. Like Galarian Ponyta, for instance.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean?
Unfortunately.
I saw art of it, you know, safe art for it before, and it's like, oh, that's what it looks like. Google that later, perhaps. I haven't done it yet. I'll put in the chat if I found anything though.
Wonderful.
What was that bad thing?
It's not going to be the safe stuff you post.
Well, yeah, but it could be worse.
I very much doubt that, but okay.
I mean, for you, it could be worse. The main chat is not going to be anything other than worse than feral things, you know. What? What?
Absolutely nothing.
This is fine, right?
It exists.
So you don't want the feral stuff in, do you?
I don't want the alternative.
So it's feral or bust then, huh?
Pretty much.
Well, good. I enjoyed finding those and putting them in the chat for you. You're in pain right now, aren't you?
Going back to the deal where you don't post anything that I like ever.
But like, so you don't enjoy it. the feral stuff in.
The pony stuff you've been posting is like, I wouldn't mind it if like it was in a different art style, but yeah,
No, it's not allowed.
exactly. You see what I mean?
I can't do 100%, so I'm just doing something that's a little off-putting. Like, it could be worse than that even, maybe. I don't know.
And you wonder why I'm always salty towards you.
What I could do, I could go and do, their pony art for you, or just in general, but, it's interesting stuff I find. I put it there for your amusement.
For your amusement, more like.
Yeah, I enjoy it too, that's why I put it there. And I only put the things you like for post-fighting game and stuff, more than likely. Hey, we're done.
Yay.
So with that, we'll call it here and YouTube things, right?
Yeah,
And then-
YouTube things.
And then we'll see you next time for more Isaac.
Oh no.
At some point.